She was the most unique female prisoner. While the other women were chatting and relaxing during their outdoor time, she was in the corner working out. Even in heavy rain, she would run and train in the downpour. While the other prisoners went to bed early, she would cry quietly in her bunk. The cellmate in the lower bunk could only sigh silently in her heart after hearing her sobs. She did every task assigned by the prison, and whenever she had free time, she would exercise. Spring passed into winter, and day after day, she trained relentlessly, not to fight, not to escape, but for revenge. Months ago, her husband suddenly rented a cruise ship to take her on a honeymoon. But when she woke up, her body was covered in blood, and her husband was nowhere to be found. The blood trail led out of the cabin, and on the deck there was a blood-stained knife. Soon, the police arrived and arrested her as a suspect. Her lawyer uncovered an insurance policy that would pay her $2 million upon her husband's death, providing a clear motive. In court, the police played a recording of her husband calling for help from nearby ships. In the recording, his desperate cries could be heard, becoming a key piece of evidence in the case. The woman was convicted of intentional homicide and sentenced to 10 years in prison. She entrusted her son to her best friend's care and deposited the $2 million in a fund under her son's name. But since being incarcerated, she lost contact with her friend. After much searching, she discovered that her friend had moved to a faraway city. They had agreed to visit her every month with her son, so why had she moved without telling her? She called the number she had tracked down and finally reached her friend. She just wanted to talk to her son, but before she could say much, she heard her son shout, "Dad!" followed by the phone line being cut off. The woman felt as though she had fallen into a massive trap. Her husband had staged his own death to frame her, allowing him to collect a large insurance payout while also escaping from her. He then went off to live with her best friend and their son. Meanwhile, she was stuck in prison, powerless to take revenge. That's when a fellow inmate told her about a legal loophole. A person can't be tried twice for the same crime. This meant that since she had already served time for killing her husband, she could literally walk down the street and kill him in broad daylight without facing any legal consequences. The key now was to behave well in prison, earn parole, and everything else would fall into place. Fortunately, her cellmates were resourceful and coached her on how to handle the legal system. After 6 years, she was granted parole. Once out, she immediately tried to find her best friend, but there were just too many people with the same name. She went to the kindergarten where her friend had worked, but the principal refused to release any personal information. Feeling desperate, she broke into the office at night, smashing the glass to steal the files. As she was about to escape, the police arrived, and she was caught. Because she had committed a crime while on parole, she had to return to prison. The officers were taking her back when she seized the opportunity, driving the car into the water. As they uncuffed her, she stole the officer's handgun, climbed out on the other side of the car, and escaped. Pretending she needed a loan to buy a car, she had a salesman look up her friend's information using the professional system, finally finding her current address.